I know it's not the popular opinion, but as Tasha K was going through whatever she was going through with Cardi B, she took that L. I wasn't feeling it because as it seemed like I ain't paid close attention, but it seemed like all the reports recently for the last year or two go against her. Like she doing wrong and like Cardi just tracking her down, and then everybody seemed to be celebrating it. So when I was sliding through the YouTube streets and saw some content saying that Tasha got a W, I was just naturally elated for her. With her, I ride with the bad guy, and it seemed like she was down to the tune of like 4 million. And the news that has recently been released, I can easily imagine that 4 million be take care of a lot of pressure and stress off her back. She just hit a lick. The code may have been cracked. And with no further ado, we finna see what they say Tasha K has been up to. Oh, my mama.
Tasha K Live signs partnership deal with Wendy Williams radio and TV syndicator Oceanic Trade Winds. So let me read this article first, and then I'll take it from there. The article says, the company behind some of the biggest names in the urban market, including Wendy Williams, Ricky Smiley, and Donnie McClurkin. The partnership sets this stage for what's ahead. She says, I'm genuinely happy to be partnering with a company I've admired since I came into this
business. The company that launched or caused Wendy Williams to be a household name in her career, perfect fit for her. Sky's the limit. She out of here.
Business. Rick Party first spotted me on YouTube back in 2017 and took me to Gary, who I met 3 years ago. So this was truly a deal in the works for about 3 years. If it wasn't for Rick, I wouldn't have met or become part of this incredible team. Now I'm working closely with Gary and Rick, and they're implementing a strong Salesforce team behind me and the brand that my team and I have built over the last 14 years. This is just the beginning. Gary Bernstein, founder and president of Oceanic Trade Winds, said, working with Tasha K reminds me when I worked for Wendy Williams and her syndicated show, the same star power, that same connection to people. We're moving aggressively to syndicate Tasha's nationally and globally. She brings reach, loyalty, and commerce back to platforms generating between 150 and 200 million views per month across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Bigo, and more, all anchored by one of the most loyal fan base in entertainment, the winos. They don't just watch, they show up, they support, they convert. That's the kind of engagement advertisers spend years trying to manufacture. Legendary executive producer and voiceover icon Rick Party added, when I saw Tasha K on YouTube years ago, I knew she had it. She had the it factor. It reminded me of Petey Green, unapologetically Black, fearless, raw, and connected to the people. And with the same conversation starting energy Wendy Williams brought to media. Love her or hate her, people watch, people react, people talk. That's the Tasha K star power. Tasha K will also be headlining the Everything is a Legit tour, a one-woman comedy tour across 16 cities beginning September. Dates will soon be announced. Now, let me say this. I've been rocking with Tasha K for a while. I like Tasha.
Don't get that little foe. Get out my way and let me grow and go, ho.
Tasha K. I didn't let y'all try to change my mind in liking Tasha K, but there's a valuable lesson in all of this. And I believe that lesson is no matter what you go through, no matter how they try to knock you down, keep going, keep working harder. That's what she did. It's almost like that song by Beyonce, I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm gonna work harder. Tasha, after every fall, start working harder and harder and harder. And that's just not a special formula for Tasha.
Like Crip Mac say, never give up. Everything gonna see all right.
Tasha K, that's for anybody. And let's be real, people. Cardi B had her up against the ropes, okay? She was not letting her come up for any air. It was like a boxing match. It was like wham, 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 wham. And we all sat there waiting for the ref to say TKO. And you know how the audience or people love cancel culture, okay?
This is exactly what I was saying in the intro. So like, She was getting whooped. And everybody was cheering. That's all I was hearing. I'm just over here peering. Like, damn. I don't think, yeah, you can't peer through. Okay, that's a word.
If they think somebody's down, they're going to jump on the bandwagon. Even if they truly don't know what's going on, you just hear snippets of a conversation and they're all over it. And they get ugly. They'll talk about your mama, your daddy, your husband, your kids. People will talk about your own children. She even had people that she didn't even know building whole YouTube channels, talking about her, dragging her for filth when you don't even know her. Because there really is a big difference when it comes to bloggers from I'm just going to report this story and tell you how I feel about the story, then I can't stand her. I want to bring her down with my harsh, reckless lies. I mean, it's like people were making up bold-faced lies when all you had to do was read the court papers and say what was on the papers. That's the stuff that we knew were true. But people started adding to it. They started saying that Shaq was going to get deported back to Africa. They said that Tasha K was going to jail. It's so crazy. And I had to remind y'all, this is a civil lawsuit, okay? And while I'm at it, let me add this part. People have been going around saying that
financial issues can start civil and end up criminal. I asked Wesley Snipes. I asked Young Buck. I asked Red Fox. Oh, my mama.
Cardi B has a new lawsuit, filed a new lawsuit for Shaq, and that he may be getting deported back to Africa.
I don't know about all that, but we got the shout out to Cheryl's World. That's the channel. If you want to hear the rest, what she's saying, you go right over there and check it out. I'm just here to help celebrate what appears to be a real one, getting a W out here in these YouTube streets. She's a big dog. Everything that they said about her, I agree with. You can tell she's different from the average person who was investing in some equipment and then relying on their natural skills to try to get cracking on YouTube. She seems like she's been doing this, like she could teach a class, she's an expert. I enjoy her content. Whether I consume a large amount of it or not is neither here nor there. That I do consume, I typically enjoy. So, yeah, from the Black Box to Tasha K, salute, keep winning, baby. Oh, my mama. And I've exchanged pleasantries with her via like Zoom or she was doing an interview with somebody and I was there. So from the background, I inserted myself into the dialogue a couple of times and cracked a few jokes with her, developed somewhat of a rapport, even have communicated multiple times in the DM. I haven't attempted that in a long time, but one more again, shout out to Tasha K. Jita, gratitude is the attitude.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Next little nip hustling. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the Black Box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.